Welcome back. Tomorrow is the big day. The lower half of Scissortail Park opens, connecting the core of Oklahoma City to the shore of the Oklahoma River.
Our Lisa Monahan sits down with the Oklahoma City Police Chief, talking about how the department is keeping people safe while enjoying the park. It's all in today's Chat with the Chief.
Good morning. Chief Wade Gorley back in studio, and we're talking about the big weekend ahead. The lower portion of Scissortail Park opening tomorrow. It promises a lot of events and activities, but with most new places, especially of this size, there's always the question of safety. How do you feel about the security heading into this big weekend?
The park has its own security staff as well, but we also, our Spring Lake division and our Bricktown division all are kind of responsible for the safety and security down there. For example, you were talking about events. When we have events that are there that could draw large crowds, our special events unit will bring in overtime officers or whatever we need to make sure that we have a good coverage over the crowd and that everybody's safe.
Now, I know that the lower Scissortail connects the downtown core to the river. We know that that's an area that's historically crime-ridden. What are you doing to try to curb crime in the park?
So what we do is, you know, anytime a city like ours is growing as it does, it places more demand on the police officers. So first off, I'll tell everybody again, we need more police officers. We are hiring, you know, we're always looking for good folks to join us. But we try to get smarter with technology. We're trying to increase cameras in all the areas around the city that we know crowds can gather, and then having civilian personnel to monitor those cameras and help us direct our officers in a more productive way.
And so you guys will also, I think we were talking off camera here about the bike patrol that, along with the Scissortail Park's park rangers, I think they have about 10 officers on staff. But looking ahead, just how will you guys help assist in keeping the park safe?
It's just that presence. You mentioned the bike patrol. That's a very good resource. They can get a lot of places, especially when you have a park of that size, you know, and you can't really, you know, have a patrol car going in there all the time. And it's so big, it's hard and difficult to walk and cover that. So those officers on bikes will definitely help us cover that area a little bit better.
All right, well, it's going to be a big weekend ahead. Thank you so much for your time and for being with us. You can join in on the conversation by emailing your questions to chatwiththechief@griffin.news, and we'll get your questions answered. See you next week.